From the ages of like 17, 18, 19, so during my time in college, I used to be what you would guys call now the party guy. Okay, so I would go out pretty much every single weekend. I would drink alcohol, smoke, get girls, go to the club, go to like house parties. And I did that for like pretty much the age of 17, 18. And then, when I was 19, I started going clubbing more, okay? And yeah, I would pretty much do this every single weekend for like 2 to 3 years straight. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my time. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoyed my time there because, I made a lot of friends. I got good at speaking to girls. And pretty much it just like helped me to become the person I am today. Now, during that time, I barely used to go to the gym. Like, I maybe would go for like a week straight every single day. Then I would stop for like 5 months. Then I would go again for like 2 weeks and stop for another like fucking year or something. You know what I mean? So, my physique was, you guys can see a picture of my physique back then, especially when I was like 17, 18. Then when I was 19, I picked up the gym more seriously. But especially from like the age of 17 to 18, like my physique, I was very skinny. Now, because I was very skinny, I really feel like people didn't respect me as much as they do now. People didn't like treat me as well as they do now, because let's just say I was like victim weight. And if you guys are watching this video, you guys can some of you can probably relate to me. Maybe for some of you guys it's the opposite, so you were like more fat, whatever. But for me, I was like very skinny, and I wasn't really confident, especially not so much around girls. Yes, around girls as well, but especially like around boys my age, because I was always like the skinny guy, the guy who's always like the funny guy, who's skinny. He always like says yes to what people say, you know what I mean? I was that kind of guy. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was that kind of guy. And yeah, even though I had very good friends at the time, I could tell that, I just could tell that I wasn't as respected as I am now, right? It's just something that you guys can tell. But anyway, when I was 19 and college finished, I moved back to Italy. So I'm from Italy. And when I was 19, I moved back to Italy for like 4 months, okay? So I went there for 4 months. Then I went to China the same year for 6 months. And during that time, guys, I was training hard. I was training a lot, okay? I then came back to the UK when I was 20 years old. And from the ages of 20 to literally like up to 3 months ago, so the age of 22, I barely saw any of my friends. The reason why I barely saw any of my friends is because I got this job in London as a waiter. I worked in a restaurant, and I was working like 12-hour shift 5 days a week. Like, I was working like 50 hours a week. I was working crazy hours, and I didn't really see any of them. And literally I barely saw any of my old friends, okay? Now, at the time when I was working in the restaurant, I was still exercising. And yeah, so I pretty much went ghost for like a couple of years, right? Probably even more. For like 2 to 3 years, I stopped going to parties. I stopped going to the club. I literally pretty much stopped seeing the friends that I used to see before. Which, don't get me wrong, they're very nice people. I'm still friends with some of them. But anyway, and yeah, so why am I telling you this? Well, the reason why I'm telling you this is because during these years, I have been pretty much working my ass off in building the most aesthetic physique that I ever could. I became super disciplined. So yes, I've had like periods where I was becoming that party guy again, but luckily I stopped. If you guys watch my channel, you probably know about this already, but I will speak more about it in future videos. But because last year basically I had a point where I was like drinking a lot, and I was like going to parties and like every day again for like 3 months. It was during summer, but then I like slowed back down. But anyway, overall, let's just say that overall this last 3 years I have been very disciplined in building like a very set physique. I have been very disciplined in like barely drinking, barely smoke. You know what I mean? I've like, let's just say that like I have been locked in. Just call it that, okay? To make it simple. Now, 2 weeks ago, I saw one of my old friends who I used to go to parties with, you know, who I used to like be a clan with. Let's just say that. You know, he's a very, very nice guy. He's still my friend. He changed a lot as well, by the way, which is good. I guess we all change at one point. And bear in mind, last time I saw this guy I saw him briefly like 5 months ago, like really, really briefly. But I used to see this guy like 3 years ago, pretty much almost every single day. And we used to go parties together. We used to like, you know, get girls together. Like we used to do fun activities together and everything. And I saw this guy because he messaged me, he was like, bro, I haven't seen you so long, let's meet. So I was like, sure. So we went out for dinner, we met. And guys, it was crazy because the moment he saw me, seriously, the moment his eyes met with my eyes, the moment he saw me, he was shocked. He literally said, bro, I don't even recognize you. Like, what the fuck do you take? Now, of course, I don't fucking take anything. But I was like, wait, what do you mean, bro? Like, why are you saying that? And he said, bro, you look fucking massive. Like, I don't recognize you anymore. And I said, yeah, bro, I've been like going to the gym a bit more often. And he said, bro, like crazy. That is literally crazy. Like, what the fuck do you eat? Blah, blah, blah. And overall, bro, he just started like giving me compliments on how you know, how big I look. Because guys, I used to be a fucking stick before. And he literally told me I was victim weight. This were his exact words. And, you know, we were having dinner and everything. And I could see the way he was like treating me. It was so much different compared to how he was treating me before. You know, before, like, he used like I'm not like, we were friends, but you know, like, you know, he's taller than me. He's a bit more like, he's like bigger than me as well. So, you know, it was like, there was like a difference in I don't want to say power, but I have to say that word. Okay, right now, and when I saw him like literally 2 weeks ago, it's like I kind of felt like a fucking, you know, like a king's almost, you know what I mean? It's like he just like treated me like, he was so polite with me again. Like he was like, you know what I mean? He was just like praising me most of the time. And it felt amazing. Guys, it literally felt fucking amazing to be treated like that. Now, why was I treated like that? Because I took the gym seriously and because I got in shape. As much as you don't want to hear these words, it's the truth. Guys will respect you more when you get in shape. Period. Facts. That, like, don't... Guys will literally... Just hear this again, please. Guys will respect you more. They will literally respect you more when you are in shape. When you are strong. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, if you want others to respect you, you need to start hitting the gym. People say, oh yeah, just like, you know, your body language says everything about you. Just like man spread and like act like a man. Shut up. Shut up. Just go to the gym, lift some weights. Then of course you need to like adopt a solid body language. You don't want to act like a little wimp. But the first thing that you need to do before you like buy any body languages course, or like before you like can learn how to like, you know, deepen your voice, you need to start lifting weights. This is what you need to do, okay? You need to start lifting weights and you need to change the way that you fucking look, as brutal as it is. Because I know many of you guys like, oh yeah, but like, you know, your voice, you need to like deepen your voice. You need to have like a strong body language. Bro, when you're in shape, it doesn't even matter, to be fair, bro. Like seriously, when you're in shape, it doesn't even matter. Now, of course, you need to adopt a solid body language. Yes, like deepen your voice a little bit, whatever, bro. I don't even do that. You just need to be in shape. This is what you need to understand. If you want others, especially your peers, especially like your friends, people your age. Now, of course, young people will respect you more, older people, whatever. If you want someone who's like, say you're 19 watching this video, if you want someone who's also 19 in order to respect you, you need to lift weights. You need to be, you need to know that you can fight. You need to know that you can like, that you have a solid stance, okay? Not so much that you can fight, whatever, but at least that you know that you have like a, you know, that you're like, that you have a presence. You know what I mean? There is something about you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And this is brutal, but it's the truth. Guys, I am telling you, the way this guy spoke to me a couple of weeks ago was super different compared to how he used to speak to me 5 years ago. Why? It's because 5 years ago, I looked like a twig. I looked literally like a breadstick. Now, it's different. Now I am in shape. This is the difference. This is the difference, okay? Now, when you get in shape, it's not just how other people will like respect you, but it's also how you carry yourself. I am 20 times more confident now than I was before. Why? Because I worked my ass off to like make sure that I'm in like the best shape of my life, and I'm still working on it. And it's like the confidence that I have now, knowing how hard I worked for this, which makes me act a different way. Note this down. If you've been in the gym for like the last hour and a half, and then you go out, and then you know that you worked your ass off, you're gonna act differently compared to where if you were at home, just like scrolling on your phone. You know what I mean? You have more self-respect, which makes you more confident with people. The way you carry yourself is based on your past actions, based on what you do in order to look the way you do. You know what I'm trying to say, guys? It's like I know that I've like put so much work for like this body that I have now, that I am gonna carry myself differently compared to how I used to carry myself before. Your confidence just skyrockets when you work on yourself. And I'm encouraging every single person of you watching this video to lift weights, to literally stop making excuses. Please get your ass to the gym, bro. Please. Like you don't understand how happy you will feel when people treat you differently. Like, it's brutal. It's literally brutal, because people might say, oh yeah, we should treat everybody the same. Sure. But people don't give a fuck. People nowadays literally just don't give a fuck. They literally treat you based on your appearance. It's true. It is true. Say what you want, but this is brutal, guys. But it's a hard lesson. It's a hard pill I had to swallow. And I've seen it with my own eyes. People treat you based on your appearance. Guys, it's true. Like, it's true. Like, if you feel like you're not getting treated as you would right now from your friends, take some time off from them. Do exactly what I did. Take some years off. I took years off. You don't have to go that far, sure. And then work on yourself. Focus on becoming the strongest person you can. Focus on becoming even more attractive than you are now. And then trust me, when you will see them again, they will literally not recognize you. But bro, it's not just the way you look, it's just the way you will carry yourself as well, because you will have so much more self-respect for yourself because of how hard you worked to produce the man you are now, to become the man that you are now. You know what I mean? It's just like the weight is your confidence. It skyrockets when you hit the gym for the first time. You know what I'm trying to say? So yes, people will say, oh yeah, it's the way that you look as well, 100%, but it's also how you carry yourself, which comes from working hard. There's people that say, oh yeah, work smart, not hard. Fuck that. Work hard. Really, really work hard. And yeah, guys, like if you feel like you're not getting treated as you would from your peers, I really, really understand. Because I used to be in the same position as you are now, so I really, really understand. I know it's tough, but please do what I'm telling you to do. Literally, take some time off from these people now. Like, lock in for a little bit, and then you will come back, literally, and they will not even recognize you anymore. But you do need to take this seriously. Don't expect to do this for like a month, okay? This is a year-long process. Now, of course, I'm not telling you to just like stop seeing your friends and like just lock in. You can, of course, you can do both at the same time. I just told you my personal experience, and yeah, it felt amazing at the end of the day to like, you know, and it felt amazing at the end of the day. So it's something which I really, really want for you guys as well. Yeah, guys, this is all I had to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you.